Welcome to Wednesday Live with Evie, where I share each week on a topic relating to productivity. Welcome, say hello in the comments. And if you don't know, today is topic number 79. So I've been doing this for a little bit, so you can head on over to the Facebook page and see all the other ones. And today's topic is how to choose more effective weekly priorities. And if you already have like a specific method or a specific way that you decide your weekly priorities, let me know what they are in the comments. I'd love to know them. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Evie Burke, and I work with entrepreneurs and I help them take their productivity to a new level. So at the end of the day, they don't have to worry about what didn't I get done today and what needs to get done tomorrow. But instead, they can just be completely and fully present with the people that they are spending their off hours with and not have to worry about their business. So as I go into today's topic, please be sure to comment with any of your comments, any insights you have, or any questions that you have, because I would love to know those. Now, recently, I've been talking about choosing your most important task every week. It's a really important piece of your business. It's an important part of planning your week and making sure you have the success that you want. And it's also an important part of the Unnamed Productivity Club. And I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video. So there's a few things that you can do to make sure that the task or the couple of tasks that you're choosing each week as your most important things to get done are actually the most important things to get done, and make sure that you actually get them done, right? Because how many of you have got to the end of the week and you've set your priorities and you realize, oh, but maybe I really should have done this other thing instead, or I didn't think about that thing, or it's the end of the week and you realize you haven't even started on the things that are the most important to your business that week. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Excuse me. So one thing that you can do to make sure that tasks get completed, that your most important tasks get completed, is to set that time aside every week. So there's a few ways to do that. You can have a time that every week, come rain or shine, like this is your time to do whatever your most important task is. So maybe it's Monday morning, maybe it's Thursday afternoon. Whatever it is, that's the time where your most important task is going to be getting done. And it also might not work like that for you. So in that case, when you're setting your top priority for the week, you might also want to just jot down when you're going to work on that. And like, where does it fit in your schedule? Especially if your schedule changes a lot every week. If you write that down, then, lock it in. One of the benefits to having it be the same day and time every week is that time is reserved and nothing else gets done there. All right. So another thing that you can do is know your upcoming deadlines. Just be very clear about what's coming up for you. Sorry, I was just making sure that I wasn't missing a comment or something. So know your deadlines. That way you know what's coming up. You can plan for what needs to get done. So do you have a client deadline coming up? Are you going to be running a promotion or offering a class or seminar at a specific date? Is there a vacation approaching or a long weekend? Those are all things that can be planned for, and you generally are going to have like specific things that need to happen at specific times to make sure that you hit those deadlines, right? And last but not least, and this is the one where there's really the most amount of information here, is know your goals and intentions for the month and even for the quarter or the year. And so this includes things like, how much money do you want to make? How many clients are you going to work with? How many products do you want to sell? And for clients that you're working with, or the products that you're selling, like, what products are you selling and how much of each product? If you can be that granular, it might not really matter, or maybe you have different lines and you might have different goals for different lines. for how many clients you want to work with. Is that in different programs? How many people are in each program? How many people are attending each event? How many people are attending those classes or those seminars, right? So you're very specific about what you want to accomplish, so you know what you need to be focusing on. Another thing is setting and knowing your marketing calendar for the upcoming months. And so that means knowing when you're opening enrollment for certain programs or projects that you have going on, when events and seminars are, and what promotions you might be running. And so when you know your marketing calendar, then you can know what emails need to be sent out, how you need to be promoting it, if you're going to be only doing it on email or social media, if you're also going to be doing promotions other ways. Are you going to be networking more? Are you going to be sponsoring events? Like, have that marketing calendar filled out so you know what's going on. And it can also help to make sure you're not overwhelmed then, because if you know that you have this event coming up in 2 months and you know you need a month to do all the promo for it, then that also tells you that the materials that support that promo need to be done that a month before that, so it's all done and ready to go for that event, right? So the other things to know is know when back office things need to be happening or need to be done, and those are things like taxes, so quarterly and yearly taxes, bookkeeping that goes with the taxes, right? And it can also be things like what systems need to be improved in your business. Like, what are the things that are taking more time than they really need to, and what are the things that can be streamlined? Those might be website updates that you've been putting off or not thinking about or trying to avoid. They're basically anything that you've been wanting to do or you've been wanting to get done but have been maybe pushing off, or you want to set a deadline and actually get it done. And when you know these, what your goals and blah, 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 blah. Let me try that again. When you know your goals and intentions, when you know what your deadlines are, it's easier to pick your 1 to 3 top priorities for the week. And when you know when you're going to be getting them done, then you can make sure that they are actually done by the end of the week. And your 1 to 3 priorities aren't just a list of tasks that need to be done. These are the things that if they were the only things that got completed this week, you'd still feel like you had a pretty good week. All right. And if you are somebody that would like help with planning some of those things out, that's definitely something I can do. I can do it in more detail with private clients. But if you normally don't take time each month to set goals and intentions, or you'd set clearer goals and more thought out goals if you had somebody else walking you through how to do it, then I invite you to join us in the Unnamed Productivity Club. And that is open for enrollment right now. And let me pop that link below. And the planning party for the Unnamed Productivity Club is Thursday, August 30th. And so that's the day, it's at 1 p.m., it's 90 minutes, and that's the day where I walk the members of the club through how to set their goals for the upcoming month and what some of those, I'm looking for a word that I used to use a lot in corporate, what some of those milestones are as you go through the month so that you know you're on track for meeting your goals. And if you're interested in that, if you'd love to join us for that, then go ahead and join us now, because there's only space for 15 new members in the club, and the enrollment's going to end when those 15 spaces are filled, and it won't open up again until the end of the year. And the Unnamed Productivity Club, it has 3 important parts. So the first part is, of course, those monthly planning parties where I walk you through setting your goals and your intentions for the month. The second part is it's a place to share what your most important task is for the week. So you get an email, you get an opportunity to be on a phone call and share. These are the things that are really important. And that makes such a huge difference to your business when you are able to identify what really needs to get done this week. It kind of helps clear out the fluff of the rest of the week. And then fluff might not be the word, but clear out the noise. Maybe that, clear out some of the noise from the rest of the week. And the third thing is it gives you a place to get support, ask questions, and it's not support and questions just around productivity. It's support and questions around marketing and running your business, and all topics business basically. So I hope to see you there. It's oneinsightcloser.com/unnamed. Again, enrollment ends when those 15 spots are filled. So if that interests you, jump in. It's $5 for your first month, and if you decide that it's just not quite the right place for you, then you can cancel. You don't have to, write me a big reason why. If it's not a good fit, that's fine. So check it out, take a look at it, and I hope to see you over in the club. And that's it for this week's Wednesday Live with Evie. And until next week, much love. Bye.